GATE solutions for GATE 2009 paper, and the topic we are discussing is electron devices. We are discussing a series of 2 marks questions. This is the second question in the series. Consider the following two statements about the internal conditions in an N-channel MOSFET operating in the active region. Statement 1. Inversion charge decreases from source to drain. Statement 2. The channel potential increases from source to drain. Which of the following is correct? A. Both S1 and S2 are true. B. Both S1 and S2 is false. C. Both S1 and S2 is true, but S2 is not a region for S1. D. Both S1 and S2 is true, and S2 is a region for S1. Read the question once again. Consider the following two statements about the internal conditions in an N-channel MOSFET operating in active region. We are discussing about N-channel MOSFET, that too operating in active region. For that one, inversion charge decreases from source to drain, channel potential increases from source to drain. Out of these two statements, the correct answer is D. Both S1 and S2 are true, and S2 is a reason for S1. We'll see the details. So, N-channel MOSFET. If N-channel MOSFET has to be operated under linear region, the condition for linear region is also called as triode region. So, linear region is condition for linear region for NMOS. VDS should be less than VGS minus VTN. VDS is nothing but drain to source voltage, is going to be less than gate to source voltage minus threshold voltage of NMOS. If this condition satisfies, then we can call the transistor is operating under linear or active or triode region. So this is what N-channel MOSFET. We know that one N-channel MOSFET is fabricated under P-type substrate. So this is P-type substrate falling off silicon material, and into that one two N plus regions are diffused. One is acting as source, the other is acting as drain. Both are N plus regions, and Vs is equal to 0, source voltage is 0, and drain side we are applying a small voltage Vd small, such that VDS is going to be less than VGS minus VT. So at this point the transistor is under active region, and this is what the channel direction. So the region between source and drain is called as inversion layer or channel. So this is, if you are looking at, let us assume we are applying it 0 to 2 volts. 2 volts we have applied between drain and source. Since source side is grounded 0 volts, drain side we are applying it 2 volts. So if you are assuming this entire channel region is acting as a distributed resistor, at that time this 2 volts will be applied across this point, and 0 volts is going to be applied across this point. So whatever the external 2 volts we are applying across drain to source, it will be dropping from channel this end to this end. Where you are applying 2 volts, you will get in the half 1 volt, and at the end it is 0 volts. So source side is 0 volts, drain side is maximum of 2 volts. In between it is increasing from left to right. So as you are going with why the channel inversion region is going to be like this. This is called as channel, also called as inversion region or inversion layer. So this is P-type substrate is connected to bulk voltage or body voltage, So this is generally connected to ground for NMOS, and it is connected to the VDD for PMOS. So this is grounded, and we are going with drain voltage. This is more. So this side we are getting more drain voltage, and P side is going to be 0 volts. So N side more positive voltage, P side 0 volts. And here as we are moving towards source, the voltage is getting reduced. So that source side 0 volts we are getting, and 0 volts on P side. And here it is small reverse bias, here it is large reverse bias. You will get large reverse bias during this place, small reverse bias during this place. So reverse bias is more towards drain side and small towards source side. More reverse bias is nothing but more depletion region. so that this is depletion region, white space. Depletion region is more towards drain side, and as you are coming towards source side, it is going to be getting reduced. So it is reduced is nothing but channel region is increases, channel region is reduces towards drain side. So inversion charge, that is charge in the channel, is going to reduces as it is moving from source to drain. This is first statement. Inversion charge decreases from source to drain. Source side you will get more inversion charge because less reverse bias. Drain side you will get less inversion charge because of more reverse bias. So first statement is true. Second statement. Assume we are applying a small voltage across drain to source of this N channel, that is 2 volts. That 2 volts is going to be dropping from drain to source. So this 2 volts has to be dropped across channel region. So plus 2 volts is dropping across drain end, and 0 volts is nothing but its source end. And channel is now acting as distributed resistor. So this is 2 volts, and this side it may be 1.5, and it may be in the middle it may be 1 volt, and over this place it may be 0.5 volts, and it may be 0 volts. So now the channel is acting as distributed resistor with more voltage drop across drain side, less voltage drop across source side. So channel potential is going to be increasing from source to drain. Source side is 0 volts, drain side is 2 volts. So this also true. Channel potential increases from source to drain. Because channel potential is increasing from source to drain, source side is less reverse bias, drain side is more reverse bias. That makes depletion region is more in drain side and less towards source side. So that inversion region, channel charge in inversion layer is going to be more towards source side, less towards drain side. All because we are applying a channel potential that is going to be increasing from source to drain. So for the previous, this is actual reason. So the right answer is both S1 and S2 are true, but S2 and S2 is a reason for S1. Thank you.